Hello everyone and welcome to Siriana Tarot. This is a singles new love reading for Libra. We're going to look at the kind of love you're ready to experience now based on the growth you've already done. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Clear messages, advice, and guidance for my Libras, please. All right, so we have the Ace of Cups, beautiful. They're also showing up as Temperance energy, Sagittarius. All right, a real earth angel here. Somebody, you may feel like there's divine intervention, something like serendipity or divine intervention that brings you two together. Ooh, Libra, they're viewing you as the Four of Wands. And the connection, we see the Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag energy. So very sexy, very passionate connection. And we see the Two of Cups. So Libra, it's really, really strong soulmate energy here. This is somebody who I feel is overflowing with love for you. I feel like this person is maybe already in love with you, or it's going to be a love at first sight type energy. They're seeing so much potential, I think, from the minute they meet you. I mean, they just know. That's what I'm getting. I just get, they know. They know. All right. It's a really strong soulmate twin flame energy. Okay. So we have the Eight of Wands. Beautiful. So this is somebody who's going to be very, very focused on you. There's an intensity here to this person, but it doesn't feel overwhelming. This is someone who's either been trying to manifest you or manifesting someone just like you. I feel like this person is somebody who handles a lot, has a lot of responsibilities, but they make it look easy. I also feel like this is somebody who's always moving, always growing, always getting better. And I do feel like this person oftentimes does get what they're asking for or get what they want, but they've put in a lot of hard work. All right, and we see the Five of Pentacles in reverse, yeah. And this is someone who may be actively changing their financial situation, paying off debt. Stability is really important to this person. But I also feel with the Five of Pentacles in reverse, it could be somebody healing their health or working on their physical body. We see that with Temperance energy. But I also feel like meeting you, Libra, makes them feel like, oh, there actually is someone out there for me. You know, they feel so much less alone in this world knowing that you're out there, right? Or knowing that, knowing that you exist. Such a sort of beautiful, very romantic sentiment there. How my Libras are going to be feeling, the Four of Cups. So some of you, I kind of feel like this comes as a surprise. You might be feeling a little bit bored and discontent with dating or with life in general. And boom, in comes this offer. In comes something here that you're really not expecting. And I just feel like it feels just like a major activation for both of you. Passionate, exciting, kind of coming out of nowhere. All right, what else do my Libras need to know about this person? What else do my Libras need to know about this person? This soulmate. Yeah, relaxed. You can feel at ease with this person who's likely super approachable. You have a lot in common. I just feel like there's this understanding between the two of you from the minute you meet. Yeah, this person's a giver. I love that. They put the needs of others first. Okay, so this is somebody whose love language may be, doing things for you, giving small gifts, but that's just how they are. This is somebody who's very loving and very sweet. And we see Daddy's Girl. So my readings are not meant to be gender specific, Libra, but I do use some cards that are gender specific. So your person may have a close-knit relationship with their father. Okay, they may have followed in their father's footsteps as far as career. They act a lot like their father. They look a lot like their father. But this can also be somebody who is a single parent, and they may have a daughter in particular. And for some of my Libras, this person is retired. So they enjoy their personal time, they have more flexibility, and they could be slightly older. Now, for some of you, that will be the case. This person may have retired early, or they could be 65 plus. But as many of you know who have been listening to me for some time, the energy of this card can also be somebody who's had two distinct careers. And the example I always like to give is this person was a teacher for many years, and then maybe they decided to do something else. Of course, it doesn't have to be, that particular profession. But it could also be somebody who has a job, whether they have their own business or whatever they do. They have more personal time. They have flexibility in their schedule, and they might just be a little bit older than you. So again, I know this message isn't going to resonate with each and every one of you, but it will be confirmation for some of you. And we do see that there is an intensity here to this person, Libra. The depth of this person's thoughts and emotions indicate a high intellect and a strong focus on their subject. And we see that with the Eight of Wands. So whether it's like their partner, it's their work, it's their passions, their creativity, their family, this is somebody who's very, very focused. All right. Now we see Temperance energy, Sagittarius coming through. So this person, may be a Sagittarius or have strong Sagittarius placement. They could be a healer, work in the healing arts, or you just see them as an earth angel, you and other people. All right. This is somebody who's also, even though they are intense and they're focused, they are also somebody who will hold back when necessary. I do feel like they really do prioritize balance and harmony. And I also feel that this is real potential here for divine counterpart stuff. And we see that with the Two of Cups. We see that with the Four of Wands. We see this with the Sun and the Moon coming through. So a really strong connection and a really strong possibility here, Libra, that this person is your person. All right. So we see Latin. So some of you, they could be Latino, Latina, or of Latin descent, or there's some sort of Latin connection between the two of you. You could meet in Latin America. Maybe this person worked or studied in Latin America at some point in time. Maybe they're currently there. Maybe you are. Bendiciones a todos mis Latinos. All right, let's see. And to everyone, of course. All right, let's see. From down under, so we get the same for Australia. So this person could be Australian. Maybe they've worked in Australia, lived in Australia. Maybe Australia is on their bucket list, or there's some type of Australian connection here. That may not be something you see right away, but in hindsight, Libra. All right, and we see they're funny as heck, so they're definitely going to keep you laughing. All right, and we do see that this person is artistic and or creative here, which I know my Libras out there, you truly appreciate creativity. All right, making things beautiful, right? Okay, let's see. Or making beautiful things. All right, let's see. I'm cracking myself up over here with grammar nuances. Okay, their initials could be I, Z, C, Q, N, or L, or these could be prominent letters in their name. Okay, we see this person may have tattoos or piercings. Again, these are going to be confirmation messages for some of you. They're not going to resonate with all of you, and that does not mean it's not your reading, Libra. All right, and we do see that this person is wise. They're smart, they're observant, they know what they want. Okay, and when you meet them, they might be in chill mode, dating, weighing their options, taking their time. But everything changes. All of that changes after they meet you. Because I definitely feel like they're going to want this. They're going to feel so good. They're going to fall for you really hard is what I'm getting. All right, anything else we need to know here? Anything else we need to know here? All right. They might be wearing red or like to wear the red. They like to wear the red. What planet am I from? All right. They like to wear the color red. Now that could be red nails. It could be a red lip. It could be, red shoes, red sweatshirts. They could be wearing red when you meet them, or you just see that they like to wear red t-shirts or something like that. All right, their first, middle, or last name may begin with a vowel. Okay, they can speak more than one language fluently. That's for some of you. And this person may have dreams about you, Libra. Now, this can be that they actually dream about you or dreamt about someone just like you. But I also do get that there could be a sense of deja vu here. Okay, and that could be on your part or on their part. Like, this feels like we've done this before. All right, I love that because it feels like there's definitely a spiritual connection here that just goes beyond this lifetime. So Libra, they're viewing you as the Four of Wands. Also pay attention to the number sequence 44. It's one of my favorite master numbers about protection, about stability. This person, when they meet you, they know you're the one. They know you're the one. 1111 coming through. You make this person happy. They see that you're somebody who enjoys themselves, likes to have a good time. Some of you like to dance. They might like to dance as well. Some of you could meet this person through friends or when you're with friends or like at a house party or something like that. Somewhere music is playing. I know how important music usually is to my Libras out there. So again, it could be a concert or it could be just a place where there's live music, a festival. This person is seeing you as the Six of Pentacles, so they know that you prioritize balance and harmony. But the Six of Pentacles is another one of my soulmate cards. It's like what you're looking for has been looking for you, and that's how they feel about you. But they also feel like you would complete them in the most harmonious ways. Okay. Again, you may meet this person somewhere money is exchanged. All right, and we see the Seven of Pentacles. You're exactly what this person has been waiting for. But they see you as patient. They see you as strategic. And again, as much as this person is going to be so into you from the get-go, you both have this patient energy about you. But neither one of you are, willing to rush in and, ignore red flags or, it's like you both are in this like mature energy of like wanting to make sure things are right before you get too emotionally invested. Although I just want to say your person's trying to do that, but they're emotionally invested from the beginning. Okay. And look at that. We get another 7 coming through. So pay attention to repeating 7s here, Libra. But how you're going to be feeling, the 7 of Cups in reverse. So you're going to be seeing things very clearly, that this is a soulmate connection, or that, that there's something really sweet here. Yeah, I think you're going to have a lot of clarity about this person. And I think you're going to feel pretty confident that you also want to move forward here, Libra. All right. But you're still going to be patient, wise, discerning. All right. Anything else my Libras need to know? What does this person like about my Libras? Yeah, they see you as an angel. Look, we've got 2 earth angels here. My goodness, you two mirror each other in a lot of ways. So they see you as somebody helping those in need with no expectation of return. You two could also connect through doing something for the community or doing something that you're passionate about. Okay, so they see you as an angel. They're an earth angel. They see you as an angel. Birds of a feather. Pun intended. All right, and we see gossip. So this person sees that they can trust you, that you're considerate of other people's feelings. Yeah, they might also really like the fact that they never really catch you gossiping too much, or that, that you're just somebody who genuinely cares about other people. And we see Samaritan. Yeah, like, wow, this person thinks you're a very good person, Libra, which I know you are. But the Samaritan archetype refines your capacity to help those you would prefer to ignore. So some of you might meet this person through volunteer or charity work, or somehow through your faith, or just, when you're doing something that's really in alignment with you and your values. So it feels like there's this strong compatibility here because of that. All right, so we see the Queen of Wands. So I do think this is going to be a very fiery, sexy, passionate connection. The Queen of Wands tells me here as well that you could very well be a power couple. Again, it feels like you share the same values. You both, you're both successful, or this is going to be a successful connection. All right. Again, it's passionate and sexy as well. What else do my Libras need to know here? An open-ended becoming. This connection remains alive to what may unfold. So some of you, this is currently unfolding. Now, for some of my Libras, this is a little bit of a vague message. You know, I feel like Spirit saying, you know, this can go many different ways, but there's a lot of potential here for this to become something real, so a valuable connection, someone that you can build and grow with. This person understands their capacity and communicates it clearly. Transparency builds trust. Yeah. So again, as much as this person is so into you, and it feels like they fall head over heels for you from the get-go here, this person also understands their capacity and their limits. So transparency builds trust. Okay, absolutely. And I do think that they're going to be transparent about you, about where they are in life, what they have, what they can do. All right, and we see redefining expectations. This connection reshapes what you thought connection should look like. Alignment replaces fantasy. Yeah, and I do get that because we see the Seven of Cups in reverse. Alignment replaces fantasy. This may be a bit of a tower moment. This is going to be a connection that feels very different for you, Libra. But it's also one where there's a reality here. There's a real grounded reality. All right. And this connection reopens your heart to trust, reminding you that meaningful bonds are still possible. All right. Let's see what else my Libras need to know. What else do my Libras need to know here, please? What else do my Libras need to know here, please? Third party. So we see you may be dealing with a karmic situation. You know, that didn't come out anywhere in this reading, but that may be the case for some of my Libras. This may be confirmation. Some of you meet this person, you might be dealing with somebody else. I don't feel they are. Now, if they are dealing with somebody else, I mean, like, meeting you is going to probably end that relationship. Okay, so just be aware of that. But I didn't get that message anywhere else. Now, you having the Seven of Cups in reverse, or Libra, or you coming out as the Seven of Cups in reverse, can indicate that you will be getting rid of all your other options after you meet this person or after things move forward with this person. Yeah, stay in the energy of self-love. Love yourself first. All right. And we have healing connection. So that's coming through a lot in this reading, that your romance will transform your life. It will be healing for you. It will be healing for them. And look at that. We get this person being a giver. We get this person having the love language, acts of service. So actions speak louder than words. So this is, again, somebody who's very kind, very loving, very giving. All right. And let's see. Anything else we need to know? Anything else we need to know about this person or this connection? Sorry, any important dates or times? Not sure why I went into autopilot there. Anything about dates or times here for my Libras? Okay, so this is going to unfold sooner than expected. All right, try again a little later. Okay, so there could be a little stop and a start here, or it could just be that, you know, it's happening sooner, but maybe not as soon as you think. And we see the month of June being important here, Libra. So you could have a Gemini or a Cancer, you know, coming towards you. It could be unfolding between now and June, although my readings are really meant to be, you know, more to happen sooner. Like the time frame that I set is meant to be a bit sooner. So again, June just could be an important month for you or for this person. Maybe you met them originally back in June, or maybe there's something that happened in June that you know, that helped bring you two together, or something important in June that happened in your life or in theirs. All right, my lovely Libra, I'm going to leave it here. I'm sending you so much love and light. Take care.